This is a climbing tree, if I ever seen one. And I'm climbing this bitch.
Stuck in the moment, I'm stuck in the moment, it's true. Yeah, yeah.
Left the house again. Get some, get some fresh air. See some green stuff. I see some green. Green tree, green grass. But yeah, there's not a soul out here. This is pretty neat. One reason being is I don't think a lot of people know about this this area in which I'm walking right now. It used to be a golf course, and it went out of business or something happened, and now they're going to turn it into a park. I don't know if it's officially a park yet, but it's kind of in limbo. And that, in addition with people being instructed to stay inside, got a whole natural landscape to myself here. Don't know even what to do with it, but hold out a camera and talk to myself like usual. Go up this steep hill. Let's see what's at the top. See if we can see for mile a mile. I don't know what I'll see. I'm not a golfer, so I've never been to this place before. Whole lot of nothing. Or a whole lot of good stuff. Whole lot of nature. This would be cool. This must have been like a plateau for like a tee off area. It's gotta have been, had to have been, because it just comes up to the top here. Now it's all flat stuff. Yeah, so this is the tee off area, I bet, where you drive that ball. On the topic of teeing off, driving the ball, getting out there, I'm not a sports guy. I don't know sports very well, especially not golf. It's not my gig. I mean, if I am good, I don't spectate any kind of sports, not a watcher of sports. I'll participate in certain things. Why not? Just have fun with it. As of midnight tonight, you are only allowed to leave your house to go to the grocery store, to go to the pharmacy. I believe they did sneak in a little bit of language about leaving the house for general fitness, just walking about and all that. So that's what I'm going to try and fall under. Speaking about falling, I stepped in a little dip of a hole there. This is cool though. I'm okay with the lockdown and all that currently. One reason being I've had a giant zit on the side of my face for about a week now. So I've been able to spare people from that for being largely socially isolated. Wearing my old jacket, kind of goofy looking, I think. I don't know, it's very college-y jacket, I think. Something I wore when I was a miscreant. Still am a miscreant though, so hence I guess that's why I'm still wearing it time to time. And look here, we got a little heroin den shack right there. Standard in golf. You get tired, you want to get out of the sun and shoot up some drugs, you go to one of these little huts. I'm gonna stick my head inside, hope there's nobody in there. What if there are people in there doing drugs or something? Yeah, okay, so just a little hidey hole. Cool. Kind of a gray day. However, this being northeastern Ohio, that's your typical day. Gray, overcast day. That's what we get. That's why they built the rubber factories in the Akron area during World War II. A lot of cloud cover, so that if there was to be any bombing of the factories to cripple our industries, it would be a lot harder because there's cloud cover over the city often. I don't know if it shows up as well, but it's just this series of these toppling over mini shrubby tree things. I don't know what these are supposed to be. this is just a field of them, all kind of crooked all. I'm just hanging out in the brush. I didn't bring my killer outdoorsman boots today. I brought my crappy mowing the lawn shoes, and everything is now soaked after walking through this marshy ground. Here, I'll be quiet and you can listen to the squishing of my feet. I should get out of this. All right, even though it looks cool, let's get out of this gross area here. In trying to stay creatively engaged and occupied and keeping on the up and up, tried to play some guitar last night. Did not do a good job. I was not happy with how it turned out. And you know, I turned the camera on, I played a little bit, I screwed up, I stopped, and it took the wind out of my sails. I didn't want to do it any further, but I'm realizing maybe that's something that a common problem with me is I'll stop when things get hard, so maybe I need to keep pushing through. So that's something I want to work on. Ooh, look at this tree. You ever see a tree that nice? I'm sure you have. This is a good one. Who's going to judge a tree? Nobody. You don't judge trees. Trees just are what they are. You just got to love them for what they are. Here's why I like this tree. This is a climbing tree, if I ever seen one. And I'm climbing this bitch. You ever see a man climb a tree with such grace? Try not to be afraid to create, to fail, really. That's the bigger thing. And the more I think about it, it's not really a fear of failure. It's a fear of, or a uncomfortability with wasting time. You go through all the rigor. I think my keys fell out of my pocket when I was goofing around in that tree. We need those. Found them. Whew, thank goodness. I just want to create. I don't want to be hard on myself when I fail. That I believe is a key problem of mine. Being hard on myself and then switching directions and not powering through. You know, because I was lamenting last night. I go through all the steps, get out my guitar, set up the camera, set up the mic, yada 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 yada. And then you fail after you've done all that. You try to perform. You screw it up. You get a little down, you don't want to continue. But the thing is, I put all this emphasis on acting like it's a big deal to set up the camera, set up the mic, hit record on the camera. That ain't nothing. We live in the easiest times to create with all that technology has awarded us. So truthfully, I don't have an excuse. Maybe I just have a self-destructive personality, always looking for the excuse for why I'm not good enough. So I'm gonna try and shed myself of that personal goal there. Hopefully you guys like me talking about my failures and what I expect to myself. Pricker bush. I got thorned all up my legs. Gosh. Oh, that's what happens when you're a rough and tumble guy, though, like myself, walking through all this nature. I'm gonna watch for these prickers now. Should I do a survival episode? Eric leaves the house. Survival. How to survive at an abandoned golf course in Northeast Ohio. That sounds like a treat. Look at this crooked old tree just hanging out. I guarantee you some witchcraft has gone on at the base of that tree. I'd bet the farm on it. You don't have a tree that spooky looking without every weirdo in town, every Satan worshiper eyeing it up, saying I can do some sorcery. I can do some sorcery with that guy. Oh! Keep stepping in big puddles and my socks are soaked. And look at this. If I haven't gotten enough sock soakery, we got a flooded trail up ahead. I'll show you. Duck alert, we got ducks. I'm gonna try and not scare the ducks. They're on the move. They saw me. They're like, I don't want anything to do with this guy. I'll make like a duck and duck out of here. Hit the road, quack. That's enough puns. Hit the road, Jack. That's what I was referring to. Magnificent. Tell me you wouldn't hang out at the bottom of that tree. If you said you wouldn't, you'd be a darn liar. Let me list a few silver lining positive things that could have come about because of the corona thing. Number one, I bet there's a lot of happy pets out there right now with their owners being home, not going off to work. I bet they're getting a lot more walks in for their dogs. So, you know, there's a positive thing. Pup happiness has never been this high. All-time high, I bet. So there you go. If you're watching, you got a cute little dog at home, give him a head pat for me. Say, hey, something good did come out of this. Keeping you happy, little guy. I bet more delivery drivers are getting bigger tips. More work, more tips. Hopefully. If not, make it your duty to, you know, give a little extra tip. Oh, look at this! Yeah! Golf ball. Is that good luck? Is that considered good luck to be on a walkabout and to find a golf ball? Makes sense when you're on a golf course, though. I almost forgot my favorite point I was going to make. The one silver lining to come out of all this corona craziness is the fact that this corona craziness has canceled cancel culture. You don't see people anymore brigading, trying to get somebody fired from their job because they made a slip of the tongue. They made a tweet that was a little bit tone deaf. They said something that was a little bit uncouth. It is not happening right now. Because those news headlines that would jump on that nonsense have now jumped on corona stuff. Those people who would get all worked up about all that nonsense are now certainly all invested and all worked up about corona. So we can be a little bit thankful that cancel culture has been canceled. If you don't believe me, I'm going to prove it to you right now. I'm going to say some nasty stuff. And there will be no brigades against me, and I will not be canceled. Check it out right here. Dongs, buttholes, stinky freaking vaginas, disgusting, gross tit just rotting away, the worst crooked dong you ever seen, pile of doo-doo sitting on a man's forehead, an ocean of pee-pee and wee-wee, crap and doo-doo all in a bucket mixed together, and men's hairy asses. I just said the most vile things you can say. I'm guaranteeing you right now I'm not getting canceled. So why did I just say all the most vile things in the world? Because, like I said, cancel culture's done. You got nothing on me? You want me to say some other vile stuff? Just send some comments. I'll say anything all nasty. The police are rolling up right back here. Hope they're not on a mission to find me. Hope it's not from what I've been doing. Oh my God. We'll see. If you're asking yourself, Eric, why are you wearing that hat? Well, I mean, the obvious reason is because my head's a little cold. It was more cold earlier, but now look at this nonsense. I wear the hat for a minute. Literally, just a tad bit of time. It makes my hair look like straight up dirt. The back hair, the hair in the back will stand up for any reason. Just give it one little excuse, it'll stand up. Make me look like a child. Make me look like a dork. Tell me, is that not a dork hairdo right now or what? Certified dork. It's okay. It's alright. So many business deals are done as a handshake on a golf course. How many times you heard somebody say that? Yeah, most business is done on a golf course. Maybe true. I don't know why I'm mocking it. Just because I've heard it. I don't know if it's true or not, so I figure I'll just poke fun at it. Poking fun at things, that's really the point of this channel. Just walking around, goofing around, having fun with things. I don't want to make fun of things, especially not of people. I don't want to tear anybody down. No way. But I do want to look at something that's unusual to me and just be like, hey, that's kind of funny. So, no ill will. That's my thesis. Oh, look at this stump. You ever see a man get excited about a stump? It's more than a stump. I called it a stump earlier. That was a little bit derogatory towards that tree. This is a straight up fallen beast. Look at this guy. Oh yeah, that's the fallen tree there. Yeah, that one's not getting back up. Sometimes if they topple a little bit, we can put them back up. This one's far gone. That's not happening with this one. Let's see if I can one-handed sit up on this tree. And we did it. Stump Chats with Eric Simons. Sometimes you got to look for a good stump so you can sit and stop and think a little bit, process things, unclog the pipes, the mental pipes that you got going on up in there. What do I got going on up in here? Not much. It would be cool if I could do these live so I could get some commentary. You could ask me a question. I'll answer your question next time. Shoot me a question or two. In my opinion, productive, successful day here. Got to walk around, see some nature, and got to prove that cancel culture is canceled. And got my socks all nice and wet. And shoes are all muddy to heck. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm all too interesting of a guy. I think I have a couple of things to say here and there. I don't even think they're all that intelligent or eloquent. I just think they're a particular perspective from a peepee head like me. So if you want that peepee head particular perspective, go on and follow me up however you can. Maybe I'll find some more nature to check out tomorrow. Living in the Northeast Ohio area, there's some good spots. There's some nice stuff you can see. You get these valleys, beautiful valleys. This had some good stuff. Cuyahoga National Park, full of good stuff. Just as long as the popo doesn't shut me down, I'd love to take some walks and pontificate. Think about all the things going on in my head, speak them out loud. See if there's even one person out there in internet land that says, hey, I kind of feel that way sometimes too. Because this would be an interesting experiment. What if there's absolutely nobody on this earth that has the same thoughts or feelings that I do? That would be interesting. Now let's flip it. Say, hey, I do have some ideas that people agree with, people jump on. Well, that's cool too. Got some good company. So either way, I find it interesting. I'm gonna keep doing this nonsense. We're just gonna see what happens. Take care, everybody.